Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I spent the last week in Vegas, and I wanted to give a recap of the experiences that I had and a few of the lessons that I've learned. So the last few weeks here in Salt Lake have been super busy for us. A couple weekends ago, my girlfriend, my daughter, and I all went to the Hinckley Overlanding trunk or treat. We had a great time, did a lot of networking, met with a lot of people that showed up. While we were there, Rich, who works with Hinckley, told me that they're taking their overlanding trailer to SEMA. It's called a GOAT trailer. And it's basically a trailer that you would connect up to the back of your truck and put like your tent on there, an awning. It carries a fridge and they're incorporating a kitchen into it. Super awesome. I'm actually thinking about using it with my business here coming up soon, doing like little tours and things, and I think I want to use those. Yeah, so I was talking to Rich and he was saying that he was going to SEMA with that trailer to kind of like do a market public introduction to their product. I asked if I could tag along and surprisingly, he said yes. They let me crash their party in their Airbnb, so I had a free place to spend the night. I just had to show up, so super grateful and excited. There was a huge problem. For the past few weeks, I've been developing a diesel heater, or I've been working with a company down in Layton called Fat Bob's Garage. They've been developing a diesel heater, I should say, for me. And there's a really good chance that my truck was not going to be able to make it or be done in time to even catch the last day. I talked to Wade, who works at Fat Bob's. I go through him for everything. And I talked to his tech, Jonathan. Huge shout out to Jonathan, because without him, my truck would probably still be in the shop. On Thursday morning, I was able to drop my daughter off with her mom, and I started my 6-hour trek down to Vegas. I spend a lot of time talking to friends and family when I'm driving. I listen to a lot of TED Talks as well. But my buddy Owen, he's been all about this guy named Jocko. He's got this book called Extreme Ownership. I highly recommend it. I'm going to link this guy's TED Talk down in the description below. You should definitely go and check it out. It's worth a listen, honestly. I got to Hinckley Overlanding's booth and spent the next like hour and a half walking around, trying to do a little bit of networking to figure out what I would shoot the next day. Walked around for the next hour and a half and then said hi to a bunch of people, took note of some cool booths. And after that I went to get dinner, and I had a steak dinner, and I'm not going to talk about how much that thing cost. I am floored for how much a New York strip steak can cost in Vegas. I digress. I was also up at 6 a.m. the next morning, which is fine. Got into the convention center, pulled out my camera. Hinckley Overlanding wished me luck, and I was off. And I walked around the west end of the convention center with my camera and gimbal for the next 6 hours. I got to meet the manufacturers of Alpharex, or the company called Alpharex. They manufacture the headlights that are on my truck. I just got them installed. I also got to meet the Overland Vehicle Systems crew. Super nice guys. I've got their 270 awning, and I'm planning on this winter getting the walls, the external walls for the awning, and I made a mention to them to get the internal wall so that you can separate that part off and heat it separately. Because without an internal wall, you have like the underneath of your truck, and there's no way to really isolate heat. I've noticed a small shift in my life where I've stopped really obsessing about products and more so wanting to get to know the people behind them. I feel like it's important in any industry, but more so this one. Getting to know people is really important, and I feel like SEMA is the perfect type of event to be able to accomplish that kind of goal. I think it's what SEMA is honestly all about, because anybody can get online and research, you know, cool products that are hitting the market this year. But actually going out, seeing them in real life, talking to the manufacturer, asking questions, suggesting any problems that you might have, I feel like SEMA is where that should happen, and that's what that's all about. It's like taking the corporate entity out of the other person that's on the other side of the phone, you know, getting to know the business owners, getting to know the techs. Working with friends is a lot more fun, just some anonymous person on the other side of the line. So at SEMA this year, one of the really cool things for me was, or highlights for me, was I got the opportunity to meet with Mike from Last Line of Defense. He has a couple of vehicles in the show. I think he has a Tremor and a Tacoma. His Tacoma was over at the iCamper booth, and his Tremor was over at the Overlanding area. But we got to talking. I had the opportunity to pick his brain about my channel and what I could do to achieve more growth and more engagement into my channel. And he gave me some general advice. After talking to him, I reflected a little bit about our conversation and realized I've got to kind of start over, so to speak. I feel like a lot of people that are getting into YouTube are on the same path that I have been on. You start off doing these like nature and drone shots, and then starting to talk to the camera. And when I started talking to the camera, I winged a lot of it. All of it, in fact. I didn't really have a structure or a plan in place, or really a way to keep you, the audience, engaged. From now on out, I'm going to be writing out my videos in a script, in a format that I can easily follow, and hopefully that will help you stay engaged throughout the length of the video. So if you feel like I've done that so far with this video, it's my first time trying this format, but hit the subscribe button. And then also, I'm only going to get better at this, so you should hit that bell button as well, and so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And just kind of watch my journey through this YouTube experience. So if you like this video and you want to check out a little bit more of Hinckley Overlanding's goat trailer, I'll have that video. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's going to be in the top right up here. And then if you want to see maybe what I do to have power when I'm out and about off-grid, you should check out my jackery video. It's going to be down here in the left, or down bottom right area around here somewhere. So you should check that out. Again, I kind of winged that video. I did wing that video, but it's got some good information and good points. So you should check that out. So anyways, I hope you guys all have a great day. I wish you well, and I hope you can get out and explore.